Greetings, I'm Maleficious, and I'm back with more of FTL, Faster Than Light. Last time we got a fairly good idea about what the game is. Yeah, and I got destroyed pretty much at the end. I had tried to record a game, and my computer blue screened while I was doing so. So I don't think last time I explained pretty much this premise of this game. The idea is that so the rebellion managed to pretty much destroy the Federation, and your ship carries the last hope for a chance of Federation victory over the rebellion. That being the secret of the Rebel Flagship. What else can I say about this? Well, I'm going to try the Kestrel again because, I was really close last time. I think my problem was that I gave up the ion weaponry for the Pegasus missile launcher because the ion weapons allowed me to strip the shields off of a 4-shield rebel ship. So if I had kept them, I probably would have done much better against the flagship, especially during the second phase when it has defense drones. What else can I say? So you get... I suppose I could show this. So I have pretty much everything unlocked at this point. Because, again, I've been playing this game for a very long time before this recording. And I don't quite remember how everything is awarded. Certain ships are from specific events, but I don't remember what those events are. Like, I think the Federation cruiser... It used to be the NG cruiser was your unlocked when the first time you reached Sector 5, and I think the Federation cruiser was unlocked by winning the game. Then also, as you can see down here, you start with the layout A of each ship you unlock, and of course, so you start with layout A of Kestrel, which is 3 human crew, an Artemis, and a burst laser, and the systems with this much power in them. And if you can complete 2 of these tasks, you get layout B. So the tasks are the United Federation have 6 unique aliens on the Kestrel cruiser simultaneously. Full Arsenal have 11 systems installed on the Kestrel cruiser at one time, and Tough Little Ship as the Kestrel cruiser repair back to full health when it only has 1 HP remaining. So that unlocks the Red Tail layout for the Kestrel, which has shifted the rooms around a bit, as well as the airlocks, and also gives you 4 basic lasers as your weapons, which they're a 10-second charge laser that fires a single shot and does 1 damage. And your crew is also changed in that you have 2 humans, a Zoltan, and a Mantis to start. But yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try again with the Kestrel on normal difficulty. Oh yes, I can also explain. There's 3 difficulty levels now. It used to be just easy and normal, or it might have been normal and hard. So easy has increased scrap rewards and easier enemy generation. Normal is the standard scrap and enemies, but it gives your score a 25% boost. And hard difficulty, you get less scrap from events and harder difficulties, but your score gets a 50% boost. So let's go ahead and dive in and see if I can actually win a game. Tip on this one, drones. If you're struggling against enemy drones, target the drone system to temporarily disable them. Okay. So, once again, I'm going to rearrange these so that if the weapon system takes damage, then the missile will be disabled first, and then the burst laser. Okay, so we have 2 distress signals. I guess I can go up here first. Your cockpit lights up with warning signals. You're being targeted by a nearby ship. The distress call was a lure to attract unwinged ships into weapons range. You prepare for a fight. Alright, so I've also turned down the audio, the game audio a bit in my recording software, And I'm trying to project a bit more. Great. There goes the oxygen. So let's try to vent that. Okay, they're powering up FTL. Oh. And we need to repair oxygen. Well, might as well open. There we go. Okay, we can move. So we got some fuel, some scrap, and missiles. And I just have water this time, so... Okay, return to stations. And let's execute our next jump to this distress beacon. Okay, a small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. Well, we have some that we can spare, so let's give them the fuel. Thank you. Perhaps as payment, our engineer can try to optimize your ship's reactor output. They upgraded the reactor by 1. Okay, that's pretty good, because that's essentially 20 free scrap. I guess I could upgrade the engines then, and pour the extra point in. Okay, so let's head this way, I guess? You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Well, let's intervene. Detecting a higher threat, this automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Okay, so they have a beam drone and a heavy laser. The beam drone's really the problem here, so... Okay. So yeah, now we can just take hits, although we don't have a shield technician, so... That doesn't really help us much in generating shield training. But, hey, we managed to take it out, so that's a plus. Okay, we salvage what we can. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. Fuel, a missile, and some scrap. Not bad. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I talked about this during the previous attempt, but this is a feature where you can see where the connections are, which helps a fair bit in that, like, it means that it's a lot harder to go into a dead end like this. But, I mean, you can disable it or re-enable it in the options. The question is, how do I want to proceed? Like, I could go down this way and around, or I could go up this way, around a bit. Yeah, I think I'll head this way. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. Well, we have enough scrap. We could buy a slave and free them, so I guess I'll do that. And that gives us a shield technician. Okay, so then use / to save stations, and let's jump. Okay, maybe I can go up this way and then... Okay, I'm curious. How many... So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... We might have 7 jumps? So maybe we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Well, we can't pay the toll, so let's reject their offer. Too bad. You will regret this decision. I doubt that, but hey. I was hoping to take out their missile. Okay, well, defeated them. And got some missiles, a drone, and some scrap. Your jump leads to a remarkable binary star system. The view is beautiful, but there's nothing else around. Okay. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you, "Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on..." Well, let's attack the pirate. You ask for it, they pull away from the planet and move in to engage. Alright, we give up. We're terrible at this pirating thing anyway. Ooh, we can let them go and get a bunch of fuel and some scrap. Ah, there's the A store. I think I'm gonna have to skip it, though. You receive a message from a small convoy. They're looking for some military supplies and are offering to try to improve your reactor in exchange. I don't like giving up that much, but I think I'll go for it. You make the exchange and a team comes on board to try to improve your reactor. Reactor upgrade by 1. Okay, so I can go to here. And we jump too close to a sun. You arrive at the beacon to find yourself dangerously close to a star. An automated rebel ship impervious to the heat moves in to engage. Okay, so the beam... Well, the laser's probably the problem here, but the beam weapon isn't going to help. Okay. And we salvage the ship. Oh, I hope we can charge up the engine before the solar flare. Yeah, so let's jump out. Long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Okay, can I... Well, I could upgrade doors. And head to the next sector. Okay, last time I didn't really explore nebula sectors. So let's go to this NG-controlled sector. Granted, that might be a problem because NG ships tend to have defense drones. You have arrived in NG space. The Mammoths have been threatening the NG core world, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. Okay, so I guess I can head this way. And we jump too close to a sun again. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. Oh, and they've got an upgrade burst laser, it looks like. Or maybe a burst laser Mark 1. Take everything we have and let's both forget this happened. Okay, let's take that. Because I would like to get out of here before the solar flare hits. But I'd also like to repair our shields. Okay, charge up shields and jump. Okay, there's a store nearby. Maybe I can go that way. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Well, let's investigate. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Well, we can either try to communicate peacefully, bring them some of the creatures on board to sell, or leave. 2 usually ends badly, but 1 has a chance of doing something interesting, I suppose. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old NG ship's crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an NG. So we get 2 fuel, a drone, 10 scrap, and an NG crew member named Justin. Okay, so I think I'm going to just shuffle some people around a bit. I think maybe I'll put Williams on doors. Or, well... yeah, I guess we'll do that for the time being. Save stations, and... okay, so now we've got a distress beacon and a couple of stores. So I guess I'll go up to here. A ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off the distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Alright, let's search for the ship. You find a pirate ship damaged and abandoned. You salvage what you can and move on. Okay. So we've got some extra scrap. I could upgrade shields. Maybe I should. Although I might want to explore a bit more. Well, yeah, let's upgrade shields. And then reallocate power into the shields. This should be pretty good for this area, I hope. So let's jump backwards. By the time you notice the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid a fight. Okay, but yeah, they still have missiles. So you know what, I'll draw power from shields and allocate it to the engines. And that's why I moved the burst laser to be first, in case that happened. Okay, they're trying to power up FTL, but their FTL's delayed since I took out their engines. You know, I could reallocate to shields and target their shields. There we go. We get some fuel, a drone, and some scrap. Okay, there's a distress beacon there. Let's go there. The stress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. The satellite defense system has gone haywire and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. I think we may get access to a blue option now. Because now that we have an NG crew member, we can remotely repair the targeting system on the satellite defense system. Your crew member is able to remotely fix the glitch in the defense AI, allowing the repair crew to close in and finish the job. The station gives you its thanks along with the reward. Some fuel, a drone, and some scrap. Not bad. Okay, so it looks like we maybe have 5 jumps before the exit is overtaken. So we might be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship. Let's respond. They need to deliver us drone. They need us to deliver drone parts. Quest marker added to the map. Okay, well we can do that, but it's going to take time out of what I had planned. However, we should be able to get some rewards. You arrive at the location given to you by the merchant. You're supposed to deliver the drone parts to the station here. You find the station, and they respond to your hails immediately, saying, "It took you long enough. We have practically no use for these now. I refuse to pay full price, take this, and leave the cargo in our holds." We could accept the paltry payment, or we could just keep the drone parts. Well, I suppose we could use all the scrap we can get, and I don't really need drone parts at the moment. You drop off the parts and take your pay. And let's head to this store. Yeah, message arrives. Your scrap bars are weapons for you. You're about to raise the shields when you realize it's just an NG trader looking for a trade. Okay, so they have drones and some systems, but nothing that really helps us. So I guess I'll buy some fuel and missiles. And let's start heading towards the exit. There's a black market hub here. You receive a message. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military-grade explosives, we will gladly pay you for them. I could sell some missiles for extra scrap, but I still do need them. I'll sell 5 missiles. Thank you. This will help greatly. Okay, let's head for the exit. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings, our supply of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded the system. Do you have any extra explosives? We can offer to solve the problem by launching a missile, but of course that doesn't work. Let's try giving them the 5 requested missiles." And they gave us some scrap. Okay. Well, I could start upgrading the engines, I guess. So if I do, I can spend 30 here, and then 50 getting some more power. Okay, well, we'll see how this turns out. So, yeah, our choices are an uncharted nebula or an uncharted nebula. I guess I'll head this way, then, since that gives me more options in the future. Hello everyone, Maleficious here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and maybe leave a comment down below. If you want to see more from this channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. That's all for now. I'll see you next time.